So, nearly 10,000 viewers gave us their verdict on the new Emmerdale music, the landslide result coming up later. ITV announces new programmes for a new era. We've a taste of what you can see in 1993. Who's that young Sheila with Skippy? And here's the same woman with Woof. Lisa Goddard talks to us about kangaroos and canines. And having been to the dogs, we're going all to Seed, on location with ITV's latest comedy drama. And by the way, welcome to our 100th programme. Now, there's a scandal brewing in Emmerdale. Kim Tate is having a passionate affair with neighbour Neil Kincaid. It's going to end in tears, I just know it, but you can't tell people. Here's a taster of tonight's episode.
Tell me. Frustrated, helpless, resentful, jealous, and a dozen other feelings that don't have convenient names.
That makes two of us.
I remember the first time I came to see you here, in the grounds.
You?
June the 9th. I was talking to Joe Sugden. We were riding.
The Houghton Show.
What?
I was practicing for the Houghton Show.
I didn't know what to say to you. I can't ever remember having been stuck for words before.
You seemed confident enough to me.
Front. Inside, I was 14 years old.
I felt exactly the same.
Kim, I have to see you again.
What's really fascinating about storylines like that, and there's a similar problem for Sharon and Michelle in EastEnders at the moment, is how real it all seems to us. Claire King, who plays Kim Tate, has people warning her not to do it. And she even appeared in yesterday's The Time and the Place, which was about infidelity. And she's speaking to us now from the Emmerdale studios. Hello, Claire.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, look, you're dressed very much as the Scarlet Woman at the moment.
I know.
Mind me saying?
I thought it was quite appropriate.
And the red roses that he's given you?
Yes, these are from Neil.
And the champagne that you've been drinking with him?
Mm-hmm.
I suppose you can't take those things home, so you have to bring them into the studio.
That's right, I can't take them home, no.
Actually, it's comments like that that do betray the fact that we all do take it very seriously. And I know it's not real life, but it really almost is.
Oh, the amount of people I've had coming up to me saying, don't leave Frank, whatever you do, you're being so stupid. And, oh, yeah, I mean, I've had such a response, more than the other storylines. It's amazing.
The producers must be and yourself must be very pleased, because that really is a sign of success when a soap opera is really so real.
Yeah, well, it's like the child abuse case that we covered recently as well. They've been very strong storylines, and they're things that people can really get their teeth into and associate with, which is great.
So, is this affair going to go on? I mean, it won't do you any good in the long run, you know.
I know. See, you're at it now, aren't you? Well, at the moment, yes, it is. It's going from strength to strength, so...
Yeah. Now, you're being very tactful now, which obviously means that you know what happens. But you're just
I have an
idea.
I have an idea, but even we don't know the actual outcome, so...
Yeah. When will the actual outcome happen, or will they spread it over years?
A crunch comes round about Christmas time.
Oh, really?
So I'm not saying which way.
Coincidentally, I suppose, it's always a very good idea to get the storyline really hotting up just before Christmas, isn't it?
Well, exactly, yes. Yeah.
Well, enjoy yourself while it lasts.
Thank you.
Yeah, and on to another controversy about Emmerdale. Because while Claire is with us, let's have the results of last week's phone vote on Emmerdale's title music. They've changed the earlier theme and given it a lighter, more modern treatment. Here's the original, followed by the new one. Which did you prefer? The result was a landslide. 9,342 votes for the old music and only 392 for the new. Claire, what do you think of that?
Well, it's like anything. I mean, the producers actually asked me to say that it is like anything. Change people don't like. But with time, hopefully they'll grow to like the new one. She also asked me to say that the new music, I mean, you say is modern and new and all up to date and everything, is really taken from the original Tony Hatch composition.
Oh, really?
As close to the nearest as possible. So
she won't fool us with that argument.
Well,
we know what we like out here.
Well, I think you can tell Tony has to stop getting his family to ring in now. He's got 300.
Actually, you used to like the old titles better for one particular reason, didn't you?
The horses.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
like the new ones, though. I like the new ones.
Of course you do. You must be loyal, but we understand.
Absolutely, yes.
but you're very keen on horses, and there isn't a horse in the new titles.
Yes.
Sad, isn't it? It's because they've been trying to get away from the farm image.
Well, we've got the romping around in bed, and I suppose that covers my storyline at the moment as well. So.
Well, I'll leave you to it. Thanks very much for joining us. You're obviously enjoying the high life up there.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Anne.
Our location report this week is about a brand new comedy drama series, Gone to Seed, which begins on ITV this Friday night. It follows the success of a series last year called Gone to the Dogs and reunites the same cast but in completely new roles, a clever way of repeating a TV hit without being too repetitive. Gone to Seed is about the Plant family who run a garden centre. They're back together again, this time as triplets who've all gone to seed. She's a Millwall supporter, he's a country and western singer, and he's a one-eyed builder. They're on location alongside the Thames. The Dockland car park is now the triplets' garden centre, but there's a character lurking in the bushes trying to get his hands on it. Peter Cook's getting up to no good, in between a bit of pruning.
Lovely,
I can't work with his sticky secretary, darling.
He is the wicked Wesley Willis, who seeks to evict the triplets from this magnificent ramshackle plant seeds, which you're seeing after it's been improved and given a lick of paint. But at the start of the series, it really has gone to seed.
Action!
It's not just the house that undergoes a transformation. The characters change quite a bit too.
Throughout the series, she blossoms and falls in love without giving too much away. But it's quite nice because she changes from being sort of greasy-haired and very kowtowed at the beginning to glamming herself up a bit, so it's quite nice.
And I'm the triplet who has a dream that this place could be more than just a rather run-down garden centre. It could be a sort of a mini Disney. My character's story is really the pursuit of that vision and trying to get it going.
There's always a black sheep. This time he has to put up with an eye patch and plenty of nagging from his brother and sister.
It sort of rubs off of them and they start to treat me like a real bad brother.
It's not really surprising, though, is it? It's a fairly natural...
now, you see.
Well,
absolutely.
natural way for it to
Constantly.
go.
Playing it with one eye makes it very difficult.
You never see what's
they
going
keep going on the wrong side of me and shouting, and I don't know where
Anything
they
that goes
are.
wrong, he blames it on his one eye, which I think is, you know, a bit below the belt, really.
Yes, well, we were interested in purchasing an office property in that area, so who knows, the garden centre might be of interest to my clients as well.
Well, I'm a builder. I know the value of things. Oh, I agree with you, it's a fair price.
There are plenty of twists and turns, and Peter Cook's behind most of them. The plot certainly isn't straightforward, neither was the filming. The production team chose one of the noisiest sites in London.
We're subjected to helicopters, Concords, and riverboats, police riverboats, so it's quite a noisy place.
You've got something to compete with.
Indeed, I shout a great deal. This is the quietest moment I've had.
Tower Bridge is having to compete with this latest landmark. The garden centre's attracting almost as many visitors. The house may be only a shell, but it's certainly impressing American tourists.
I say, exactly how old is this establishment? Say 12 weeks, and they're a bit baffled. But I think you could probably flog it off about 10 times.
They're all hoping the series will be just as impressive as the set.
In your house, you can keep it. And this one, we don't care. There's more to life than bricks and mortar.
Here, here.
I resign.
We resign.
Well, judging by the popularity of garden centres at the moment, that should do very well. Now, what is the first British daytime programme to win an Emmy, the TV version of the Oscar? Actually, by the way, do you know why they're called Emmys? According to the television Bible, Halliwell's, it's by derivation from the image orthicon tube. And that explains it all, doesn't it? Anyway, the programme concerned is Woof, that popular children's tale of Eric, a boy who keeps turning into a dog without anyone knowing except his friend Rachel. Our guest is Lisa Goddard, who plays Eric's teacher, Mrs. Jessup. Now here, she's going with Rachel and Eric and the dog to an audition for a Hollywood movie.
Haven't we forgotten something?
Oh. Thank you very much.
I meant the dog, Eric.
Dog?
Since the whole point of this weekend is to give him a film test, I think it might be a good idea to take him along.
Oh, yes.
You're not seriously planning on keeping that dog in that box all the way to London, are you?
I hope so, miss.
He prefers it, really.
It's the only thing that stops him being car sick, you see, miss. I'll take him out if you'd rather.
No, if that's what makes him happy. Nice one, Eric.
A bit of yesterday's programme, the last in the present series, but more are planned. Hello. Mrs. Jessup's a bit slow on the uptake, isn't she?
Yes, after all these years, you think she'd have got a little inkling. I think she really does have a little inkling, but she doesn't like to let on in case, you know, it upsets the children.
Don't want to spoil the magic.
Absolutely.
Now, you are very, very experienced in working with animals, are you not?
I am.
You've worked with them all.
I've spent my whole career working with animals and children.
It's what a lot of people avoid, but you say I noticed that you brought Skippy
Well, I
along
never go
with you.
anywhere without an animal.
Oh, great. Well, I hear you've got a positive menagerie at home.
I've got a few, yes, 5 dogs, 2 cats, 2 geese and a horse. We had hamsters, but the cats ate them.
Oh, that's
tragic.
sad. Yeah. And 2 children as well.
2 children, yes.
Which adds to the menagerie. Isn't it? Very busy at your house.
Yes, it is.
And the first dog who played Woof,
Yeah.
the dog in Woof,
Yeah.
was Pippin, I think one of the originals, who was a dog we met on this programme not so long ago.
Very clever little dog.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it must be nice working with intelligent animals.
It is. They're, in fact, in many ways, they're more intelligent than some of the actors. And in fact, because the animals usually get, well, the dogs we've been working with get it right first time, the actors have to be prepared to always get it right, because you don't like, you know, to be shown up by a dog.
Take one. Well, no, absolutely. But just recently, you have been more famed for rather more sophisticated roles.
Have I?
Yes, you have. Not if you don't agree, Lisa, but I'm thinking particularly of your role in That's Love, which is one of my big favourites. Shall we have a little look at it? Yes, you were a very naughty lady in this. First time we've seen you really sophist and not dizzy.
Very, very naughty.
I'll see you tonight.
Tonight?
That's what I said.
Tonight?
Yes,
All night tonight?
the whole lot.
Well, haven't you got to get home to wifey?
I've left home for the moment.
Really, why?
A row.
With Patsy, oh no.
Oh, yes.
What for, you bloody fool?
You.
Me? We haven't done anything yet.
Patsy thinks we have.
You've got caught before you've done anything. You're hopeless, aren't you?
Well, tonight?
Why not?
That must have been a nice part to play.
It was. I really enjoyed it. I didn't actually agree with everything that she stood for, but I enjoyed it.
Well, no, I'm sure none of you did in That's Love.
It's
very
very good
racy.
to play a character who isn't anything like herself. It's marvellous. It's freeing in a way.
Not an animal in shot.
I know. Or there wasn't one throughout the whole series, I don't think.
No, I don't
Unless
think
Jimmy
there was.
Marville counts as an animal.
Well, he did become an animal at several points, but I don't know whether he does. No. Was that before or after your steamy scene in Bergerac?
After.
It was after. Well, there you are. That may be why you did it.
That steamy scene, I have to tell you, was in a freezing cold cellar.
Yeah, this is where you finally seduced him.
That's right,
Yeah.
underneath a convent.
Oh, really?
Absolutely freezing. They should have done thermal underwear underneath the tiny covering that we had.
And it was filthy as well, I
filthy.
gather.
Filthy. And all this thermal underwear. And shivering.
Crawling with spiders?
Spiders, yes.
And they
Filth.
expect you to work in these conditions.
They know I'm used to it.
And to do mad, passionate scenes. Actually, that must be really difficult.
Yes, well, I don't know. I quite enjoyed it.
No, did you? so much so you did it a second time, I think.
Yes,
I
that's
hear.
right. We didn't get it right the first time. I think I probably did something deliberately to upset the camera. And then we had to do it again. I mean, who wouldn't want to, you know,
Make
smooch
yourself
with John
comfy,
Eccles
because we're
twice?
going to be, well, absolutely, very nice. Make yourself comfy,
Right,
because
okay.
we're going to be talking more about your favourite, Skippy, a bit later on. I know she's going to love it. After the break, a taste of the shows ITV has spent £170 million on to try and keep you away from the BBC this winter. For TV trivia buffs, the second oldest signature tune on ITV is the News at 10 music. This is the new arrangement of the music which began this week with the revamped News at 10, but much bigger changes are on the way for ITV.
ITV, the UK's #1 channel. enters a new era with both quality and commercial reality at the forefront of the network's thinking. With the country's most popular home-produced programming, ITV builds further on today's success in winter '93 with a £170 million package of quality productions featuring the country's favourite stars.
That was how ITV announced its new package of programmes to the press and the world this week. Thames, TVS and TSW hand over their franchises in January to newcomers Carlton, Meridian and West Country, who'll be keen to make their mark on ITV. Here's a taste of what we can look forward to. From Meridian, who replaced TVS, a new sitcom, Full Stretch, about life in a limousine rental company. Meridian would like to wrench the TV comedy crown back from the BBC. This one's written by Dick Clement and Ian Lefrene. Carlton, the new London ITV company, will be recreating the 1950s coffee bar society. All beehives, skiffle and blue suede shoes in Head Over Heels, a drama from the dawn of the rock and roll era. Watch out for our location report, by the way, on that one next week. Writer Linda LaPlante is flavour of the year with Civvies and Seconds Out. Well, Framed is coming shortly, and next year there's a two-part drama for Central called Seekers. Two women discover that they're married to the same man who has mysteriously disappeared.
Do you want to report your husband missing or not, Mrs. Hazard?
Yes. And there'll be more crimes to solve for these familiar faces. Morse will be back for the last time. Poirot, Taggart and Sherlock Holmes will all be back too. And watch out for some new crime fighters. Bernard Hill stars in Telltale, HTV's three-part drama about the lives of two detectives wrapped up in a supergrass case. And LWT have spawned a feisty new female private detective who's 30-something and ready for anything. Imogen Stubbs stars as Anna Lee. It's a single drama, but LWT have high hopes for a series.
Oh, I wish I had a little wool shop.
Competition time. Last week we asked for the name of the comedy drama which preceded Gone to Seed and which starred the same actors. Answer, Gone to the Dogs, which went out last year. The first correct postcard out of our bag was from Peter Hulse of Billingham in Cleveland, who wins the 4-inch mini colour TV. This week's question is about a Saturday night TV institution, Blind Date, which recently began a new series. I want to know how many dates there have been since Blind Date began 7 years ago. Is it A, 238, B, 286, or C, 316? That's A, 238, B, 286, or C, 316. Answers on postcards only, please, to Competition, TV Weekly, PO Box 184, Southampton SO9 7NN, to reach us by next Tuesday. And there's another mini TV for the main prize. And there'll be 3 special runners-up prizes of TV Weekly's new book, 40 Years of British Television, published this week by Box Tree. It's full of fascinating facts like who lived at number 3 in Coronation Street in 1961 and what was the longest running chat show, which Western topped the charts in 1959. And as they say, it's available in all good bookshops. And Lisa is here. And now it's time to talk about Skippy.
Good day.
Because although you although you started your career by sitting on Jesus of Nazareth's knee at the BBC.
At the tender age of 6.
Yes. It wasn't really until you went to Australia, you went to live there.
That's right.
That Skippy beckoned.
Well, I went to live there when I was 15, and actually I started as a serious actress. I played Juliet, and I played Antigone, and
I'm very impressed.
I was very impressed. I was going to be a serious actress, and then I went along for this part in Skippy as the girl.
Shall we have a look?
Okay.
Because Skippy's very cute, but I'm sure you'll agree that Lisa still looks like Lisa.
Go home, Skippy.
Skippy wouldn't let you run away. He gave the game away, didn't he? In fact, you know all the trade secrets about
I do, because actually
filming.
kangaroos, in fact, that was a wallaby. We didn't use kangaroos at all, we used wallabies, and they don't make any noise at all. So that was the sound man going in editing afterwards.
And didn't they used to hang them up in sacks at the end of the programme?
We didn't hang them up. What they did, they held open a sack like that, and the kangaroos would leap into it, the wallabies would leap, because they thought it was like a pouch. They were quite happy lying there in their sacks.
How many were there then playing Skippy?
Oh, we had about 20. I remember Mark McManus, who was a very beautiful youth then, coming on set, and he said, if that's the way they treat the star, looking at all these kangaroos in sacks, what hope have we got?
I always thought Skippy was very clever, because he could do, you know, when they did close-ups of his paws, he could almost pour a cup of tea. He was so clever.
They're completely untrainable.
Oh.
Wallabies.
Now, if you look at this, We looked at this episode of Skippy that we were sent, and can you see a human hand holding a kangaroo paw for the close-up? It's an outrage.
Well, they can't play the piano, and so what you do, you have a prop man holding the hand behind them, and then you have someone else with the two false hands going like this, and the kangaroo's going, let me out, and the prop man's playing the piano.
And the sound man going... It's a travesty and a tragedy. It's lovely to meet you. I'll let you go home to your menagerie now.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
my
very
friend.
much. Now, as this is our 100th programme, we thought we would finish early and rewind to September 1989 and leave you with some of the highlights and lowlights of 100 TV weeklies. So it's over to, I hope, a rather different Anne Diamond. Hello, welcome to TV Weekly, where we'll be looking at the best and most popular programmes on ITV and on Channel 4. Over the weeks, we'll be talking to the stars, bringing you news of programmes coming up, listening to the things you have to tell us, and we'll be taking a peep behind the scenes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
We're on the telly!
I cannot allow you to watch this. You don't shut your mouth, Ronnie. It's going to come round your ass.
Stick mine down your throat, pull out your bladder and use it as a swimming hat. It's only because I like it.
It's quite scary now, Chacho. Which camera? This one.
You're doing a Phil Cool. That's nothing to do with me.
Boone has got a tremendous asset in Michael Elphick, who's an absolutely superb actor.
You could get sick of that very quickly, couldn't you?
Take 2 bottles into the shower?
Not me.
The world's beautiful women use Lux toilet soap. Italy, France, the Orkney Islands.
The man from Del Monte, he says yes!
Andrex. Soft, strong, and very, very long.
Hello, kid.
Hello.
It's me, baby, and how's that Jack?
I can't believe this.
It's character. It's a sort of cross between Bill Haley and Adolf Hitler, really, isn't it?
Do you know what's going to happen to you over the next few weeks?
Honestly, I promise you, nobody in Coronation Street knows what's going to happen.
Have you ever died? You know, in any part you played?
Sometimes you can't tell.
This is an actor. I mean, I'm the anaesthetist and I put that to sleep.
Action!
You should have rehearsed that. Morning pop. That's what I say in this. And
he has to say it to me, you see.
here he is.
Of course.
I'll say it to him.
Yes.
I've actually found out while Gaza was crying.
What?
He had the same accountant as me.
We're a big hit in New Guinea, I hear.
Do your characters from Minder and Sweeney haunt you?
No, not anymore, strangely enough, because it's, I mean, at one time it was always, here, Terry, well, I can't even remember your name.
It's Zilla. I hope she's not watching still. Zilla or Laura?
Oh, great. Oh, Anne, have you got half an hour?
Trevor, I hope you can hear me. Well done, and how do you feel? Is that being recorded? Oh.
Cut!
And that's just the first 100. See you next week.
On Thames next Monday, the Panasonic Sports Personality of the Year Awards.
You're simply the best! Better than all the rest. Better than anyone.
Find out who will be the Sports Personality of the Year next Monday at 10:40 on Thames.
Isabel lets her concern be known as we take the high road. That's coming up next on Thames. And there's more drama later this afternoon at 3:20 when a patient refuses to have major heart surgery in GP.
People are confused. Confused about which dishwasher powders fade their plates. And yet, you can tell so easily. If you still use a traditional one in a big pack like this one, the chances are you're fading your fine china. But new Fairy Glaze Guard has a special non-corrosive concentrated formula. And because it's from the makers of Fairy Liquid, it's a brand you can trust not to fade.
Trust Fairy not to fade.
Hi, I'm Astra with all UK Astra satellite channels, Sky, UK Gold and all subscription channels. Children's programs, classic stories, wildlife, and a healthy mix of fun. Now you can watch more of the things you want to watch when you want to watch them.
A quick reminder of some of this evening's highlights here on Thames. Are Seth and Archie's surprise birthday celebrations doomed? You'll find out on Emmerdale at 7 o'clock. We play Fly on the Wall at Jimmy's Hospital in Leeds at 7:30. And then at 8 o'clock, Just Send Some Flowers as tonight's episode of The Bill. This week reports at 8:30 an investigation into the rift in apartheid's first family. And there's Rumpole, of course, at 9. But now, on Thames, we continue as we take the high road to Glendarroch.
Oh, very soon, dearie.
I'm hungry.
Katrina, why don't you take him through to the shop, see if there's any comics he fancies, and I'll get the tea ready, okay?